It's Saturday night, and you know what time it is?
You know what time it is? You know what time it is?
Yeah.
It is time for, I don't think CAD works as well. It's time for CAD.
Yeah. That doesn't sound much better.
It's time for Collision.
All right.
After Dark, baby.
Yeah, here we go. Our intro.
It's Collision After Dark, baby.
Woohoo! Wow. Dolly on the other end.
Is that still the same intro music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, it's just
I love the glass.
That's cool. I like that.
All right. I'll tell the interns they did a good job. They will get
something right.
Jesus.
Don't pump up their egos too much, though, JFB. You know
Where's
how
that
they
intern
get
lady at in the room, JFB? We need to tell her she did a good job.
No, enough of this bull crap. JFB did it. There's no one cares.
Nobody cares.
There's no more Vince McMahon pulling behind the curtains.
Yes.
Well, if there's no interns, Canada Dry, wwho have I been yelling at to go get my coffee for like the last 7 months?
Your wife. That's your wife. You got some explaining to do.
I have to do some making up then, guys, after the
show. All right, guys. I forgot where we're. I'm told we totally got railed off. I totally forgot where we're going.
After Dark, JFB.
Oh yeah, that's right. Collision After Dark. That's right. All right. Anyways,
hey, do you guys know what is on what's it called? The Dark Side of the Ring this week?
No.
What happened to Doink the Clown?
Oh, seriously though, that's gonna be
a good one.
Because Matt Bourne, I kid you not, craziest guy I've ever heard of. The shit he does, holy cow! This is going to be a great episode. Dark Side of the Ring for sure. Joseph Graham's in the house, and so is Noob. So, how do you want to start Collision? That's the question to everybody. And sure, frickin' enough, we get that answer. It's the sound of a television. Shh! It kicks into Cult of Personality. Oh my God! The Second City Savior comes down the ring holding a Jake the Snake Roberts bag.
Damien, it's Damien.
I was for a second there. I thought it might have been Larry.
Larry's dead.
Yeah, and he's got his wrestling boots wrapped around his neck, and the crowd just freaking goes nuts. Within 30 seconds of the start, we get the CM Punk chants going. He comes out. He delivers a promo. Here are a couple of my notes. He's got shoes around his neck and a bag. He takes off the AEW thing off and threw it. And I was like, oh, it's going to get interesting.
What did he take off?
The little placard that's around the microphone that says AEW.
Oh,
yeah, he slid it off and
badass.
Yeah.
So show it's an unsanctioned promo.
Yeah. And so tired of being nice. He's talking about his injury, talking about a place to be for adults. Shout out to the like a huge diss, like a huge dig at the Bucks, counterfeit Bucks. I thought was funny. It was freaking brilliant, is what it was.
One Bill Phil.
Yeah,
I ain't no counterfeit buck.
Yeah. Canada Dry, you go first. By golly, by gosh, what did you think of that promo?
I absolutely. First of all, let me say I absolutely loved the feel of this show.
Yeah,
it had a completely different feel.
Yes,
than Dynamite. It doesn't feel like nothing I've ever felt before. Like it's a brand new, unique thing.
Yeah,
for this show, it's got this unique feel. But CM Punk coming out and saying the comment. I forget who was it that he said that. What Bill Phil? I don't recognize the name.
Joe Strummer. Yeah, Joe Strummer. That's who.
Joe Strummer calls him One Bill Phil because he's not in a world of counterfeits.
Yeah.
He's but they responded to that saying, the Young Bucks responded on Twitter.
Yeah.
They said, if this was 2018, we'd already have counterfeit Buck shirts.
Yeah.
So, I was digging this promo from the very start.
Yeah. Joseph Graham says if the Bucks and Kenny don't respond, then that needs to stop. Apparently they did on Twitter. So there we go. Superstar Lord Rich Southwood. Lay it on us, brother.
Well, I mean, everyone knew that's how the show was going to start, and what a hell of a way to start.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd obviously was. I don't feel like it was as loud as like the first dance, but it was super close.
Yeah,
like the crowd was popping. Like I felt like 1 out of every 3 persons there had a CM Punk shirt on.
Yeah.
It was nuts. And I agree with you, Canada Dry. I think the setup is amazing. You can tell even like on the title cards, on the graphics when they come up, or it's a different font. They don't have them in the boxes. They're putting, like, I noticed more than they probably always done it, but they're like putting the handles down too.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting to go along with the win-loss record. But the promo was fire, and like the Bucks comment, it popped me pretty good.
Yeah.
But I obviously this was the right place to do that kind of a promo because you're not going to get any pushback.
Yeah.
So I think that whatever he was allowed to say was going to be here, and if it's not done more in character, then that'll stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I was wondering if he was going to turn heel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like Shane Punk. I feel like is heel Punk.
Yeah, that is heel Punk. It always has been.
I don't know that though, because like I said, I didn't watch when he was there, but it feels different. He feels different than his first run.
Can we do a setup change quickly? Can we move FNX below me?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. It feels right now.
All right, feels good. All right. So
now Rich again.
Rich, what do you think? No, Evan Expert.
Let me tell you, JFB.
I thought this promo was really good. I thought it served its purpose. I love the shot at the Bucks. I thought that was great. I do agree that this kind of needs to be the end of him mentioning this.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to get as warm of a reception outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't think. Because the crowd's about 50-50 outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
So I am curious about him carrying around the bag. So I'm assuming this is going to lead to a situation where he pulls out his AEW title and claims he's the real champion, a la when he did this in 2011 with John Cena, carrying out his title and said, I'm the real champion because I was never beaten.
Yeah.
Did they do that in Ring of Honor too?
They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you heard at the very end of the promo when he was looking at the camera, he's like, what do you think, Max? Or something like that. Like he called MJF out directly.
Yeah.
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 So it's going to be a who's the real champion feud.
Yeah.
I would assume that's going to start right after Forbidden Door ends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it would make sense. I mean, Joseph Grimes is disappointed he didn't have the bag in the main event. I am too.
He should drag it everywhere, honestly, if that's what they're going to do.
He should have pulled it out and let it slither on the face of Juice Robinson.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he
he brings the bag and sometimes it's the belt and sometimes it's snakes. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's an angry Larry, or it could be the AEW title. You just don't know. It depends on.
I think they shrunk down Ace Steel and he's in there.
Trust me, he ain't that big. So he stuffs it nicely. No disrespect to the
what he makes up for in height. He has the feistiness of it all.
Oh yeah. If there's one thing Ace Steel has, it's feistiness. Yeah.
we know.
Yeah. Talk to
He'll
Chicago.
throw a chair in your face, man.
Got a hell of a bite too. Puts the domination to shame.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He can.
Honestly, if I'm in a fight, I want Ace Steel on my side.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing Ace Steel.
I'd rather have Ace Steel than Matt Jackson. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Ace Steel, Matt Jackson.
Yeah, Ace Steel legitimately grew up and raised in Chicago and on a very shady area. That guy knows how to play.
Or you grew up in Cucamonga, California.
Yeah, yeah. Where your dad constructed a ring in his voluptuous, awesome backyard. Yeah, and all of a sudden, like, you got it hard. Please,
you're from the mean streets of Chicago. You know, growing up with like gangs and stuff, or you're a real life character from Saved by the Bell.
I just like saying Cucamonga, to be honest.
Cucamonga. I don't know. I like saying it too. It comes rolling off the tongue.
You did finish.
Now I can't go on with the show until you finish it, you son of a bitch. So let's go to our Christian video package, which of course is hyping up the match, which comes out our first match. It's Luchasaurus, and coming out with him is Christian versus Wardlow without Arn Anderson. I don't think Arn's there. They gave some kind of BS kayfabe story that, you know, he's suffering injuries and stuff. That man is not well loved in Chicago. I'm just telling you.
Oh, is he not?
Oh, no.
Why don't they like Arn in Chicago?
Well, because people in Chicago like northern people, and Arn Anderson is the absolute opposite of somebody from Chicago. He's a good old country boy. So, you know, he's from those sweet tobacco fields in North Carolina. Like,
you got to take him south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Here's my notes with Wardlow and Luchasaurus. It's a common argument in a comment that I have anytime that he wrestles, and there's something worth watching. We see the same stuff in the same order over and over and over again. And like my OCD brain says, yeah, totally awesome. I love it because it's predictable. The wrestling fan of me is just like, come on, this is just hot garbage, you know, and like you just want to move on. So hard bump for the stairs for Wardlow. Luchasaurus, of course, in control during the picture-in-picture. I'm just going to say this. It is so awesome to hear Kevin Kelly calling wrestling outside of New Japan. Like, it makes my heart tick hearing him.
Isn't Nigel good too?
Nigel is really good, but he sometimes he slides a little bit to the evil side, a little bit to the good side. Like
I don't mind it.
I don't either. He dances
I love that
edge, yo.
You have to have that dynamic.
Yeah,
and really, when we talk about the feel, it's the commentators that give you the feel of the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum with Wardlow from almost the entire way until Christian causes shenanigans. I call shenanigans. Whew, man. Luchasaurus is your new TNT champion. I am, of course, utterly shocked that they made this call, but you know what? It's your first episode. You know Punk's going over. He's going to go as the winner. Let's give him a little and a little U-turn, and then we're going to go ahead and change belts. Like that was the most unexpected swerve I thought I was going to see tonight. So, Canada Dry, your thoughts on the first match?
Jungle Boy is passed by Luchasaurus in title wins. That's a shocker.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Luchasaurus now has more titles than
that's
the
a smack
pillar,
in the face.
Jungle Boy.
That's a smack in the face.
Yeah. But as for this goes, they really want to put Wardlow through that adversity. It's almost like the Hercules task that he has to do.
Yep.
You know, now you got to do this. Now you got to do this if you really want the belt.
Yeah.
And they're also like, if Arn isn't there, you're kind of screwed. It's like your kryptonite. They really need Arn with them. Yeah. So I think you'll see other people attacking Arn in the future.
I mean, keep the old man in the back. He doesn't need to be operated.
Until he starts packing his Glock.
Yeah, until he can bring a gun into the ring and start like just like Rich is doing. I'm in. Like that's what he needs to be doing. If not, just
if you go to the South, you can do that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey,
that's where Arn's from. He's used to being able to pull out the Glock.
Yeah, so I mean, he's a good old Southern boy.
Remember when the fan took out a gun to try and shoot Bobby the Brain Heenan and killed somebody?
Yeah, little old lady.
That kind of stuff happened. Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, if he's going to fire you, it better be blanks, because if not, it's going to be a lot of lawsuits, my friend. A lot of lawsuits. The Evan Expert, your thoughts on the first match of the night?
I really enjoyed this match a lot.
Yeah,
I did. It was kind of refreshing to see a traditional big man style match.
Yeah,
and they worked really well together.
Yeah,
and I don't mind that Luchasaurus won.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
I think it was a nice little surprise to kick off the show, to get people talking, get people stirred up. Luchasaurus looks like a badass monster heel. Christian Cage, who will speak for him inevitably, is going to cut some amazing promos on his behalf as a champion.
Yeah,
I'm all for it. I like it.
Oh, they got me hook, line, and sinker. I mean, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Superstar Rich Southwood, your thoughts?
To Canada Dry's point, by the time they're done with this whole 12 labors of Hercules with Wardlow, he's going to be like the 17-time TNT champion. Ridiculous. Like, come on.
And then he'll be ready for MJF.
Yeah, and then maybe he could become a 87-time tag team champion with somebody. Who knows? Yeah. The match was really good. I enjoyed the two big men going at it. I think that this is the start of separating Luchasaurus from Christian, though.
Yeah.
And the fact of Christian claiming the belt's his.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on the top of going, "I'm the champ. I'm the champ."
Yeah.
With the belt.
Yeah.
So, I love that more for Wardlow. I mean, for Luchasaurus, though.
Yeah.
At first, Lucha was kind of looking at him like, "What?" And then he's like, "Come over here and put me on the shoulder." He's like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Yeah.
So I think that it's gonna, over time, during the reign of Luchasaurus, however long it goes, unless
like
Wardlow
1 month
back
reign
in 17 days. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that could be a good storyline going forward for it.
See, Christian Cage is a Power Ranger now.
Yeah.
And his Power Zord is Luchasaurus. So technically he did win the championship.
Yeah. That's the best. I mean, that's honestly the best way to put it. I mean, you just hit the nail on the head.
That would be funny if he comes out with the Power Rangers.
I mean, I'm expecting.
I'll take it a step farther. Christian Cage is Krang, and that's his mechanical monster, because Christian Cage is
so he's the brain in the belly.
Yeah.
He's the Krang inside of the big Krang.
Okay. I'm going to go with that. I got no problem with that at all. I am in 100% agreement with this, man. Woo. So we go to backstage with QT and Hobbs. The only thing that came out of this, in all honesty, was he's entering the Owen tournament and then proclaims he's going to win. So let's go to our second match of the night. Holy Christopher Columbus. Woo-hoo-hoo. I saw this and I automatically got like a mental wrestling boner. Like it just this show could have that everything. This was the most amazing match I've seen on Collision ever. No, I'm just kidding. It was an amazing match though. So here are my notes. It's really good to see Mr. Charlotte Flair back wrestling. Now they changed his name to Andrade the Idolo. So, yeah, I say it. This is going to be the match that steals the show. Andrade looks incredible, really good shape. You know, he's got his win back. Great cartwheel to a moonsault. During one of the pictures we were treated to, we saw Buddy and Andrade both being looked over by Menix. And then Andrade, working Buddy's knee. Buddy Matthews sold the hell out of a kayfabe injury. If it's real legit injury, that guy's got some guts, because he was hobbling about halfway through that match. Of course, then Andrade wins, but you can't have House of Black without having House of Black. And therefore, lights go out, up they come. My best friend in the world, Brody King, and Aleister Black, and then they beat down Andrade, and then the lights go out and they go to a commercial. Can the Dry, your thoughts on the second match?
At several times during this match, we heard, "This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome." And they were absolutely right.
Yeah.
We had flips. We had kicks to the face.
Yeah.
And I love how, in wrestling, you could take a loss, but you can kind of get a little bit of your save a little face.
Yeah.
By kicking the guy's ass afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Evan Expert, your thoughts on match number dos?
I thought this was a great match. I think these two wrestlers are two, and I've said this for a long time, especially about Buddy Matthews. These are two of the most underappreciated wrestlers on earth.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, more Matthews than Andrade.
Yeah. Matthews is legitimately top 10 best in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I love the guy. I love his work. I'm pretty sure he was legitimately hurt here.
Yeah.
Because I can't see a storyline sense as to why the heel of the match would get injured like that. But man, he powered through it.
Yeah.
Still put on a hell of a match.
Wait, is Andrade a face?
I believe so. I mean, he came out and got cheered.
Is he not with
the like one this time?
No, he played up being a babyface.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was weird.
I mean, he even stole Charlotte's finishing moves. So I mean, like,
yeah,
it must be a babyface.
Yeah, it's
right. I mean,
he's got to be a babyface, man. he's gonna show his woman how it's really done. That's a figure eight, babe. What I did, what you did, not so much. But what I did, figure eight, that's how an 8 is perfecto. Yeah. Okay.
What's it called in Spanish? What's the? I don't know my Spanish. What number is it?
I don't know Spanish either. I just add an I or an O to the end of it, and usually that works.
It's Ocho, isn't it?
Huh?
Yeah. It's Ocho.
Yeah,
it's figure Ocho.
Yeah. Figure Ocho. Ole! Lord Rich Southward, your thoughts on this amazing match?
If you separate the main event from this show, this is the best match.
Yeah.
On card by far.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. It was back and forth. I agree with with Mr. Eyesiks here. I've been claiming, I think I said it on Dynamite After Dark once, Buddy Matthews is criminally underutilized. I want to see him in the ring more. He's just everything he does looks so good.
Yeah.
And everything looks so smooth and so powerful. I could watch him wrestle a 20-minute match, no problem. And still probably want more. But it was great. It was
something that an expert said before, that this show should be the wrestling show.
Yep.
The more technical wrestling show.
Yeah.
Did it feel like that? Because it did kind of feel like that.
Oh, it felt a lot like that.
Absolutely. It absolutely did.
Yeah, a little bit of old school mixed in with just great mat-based.
Tony Khan is listening to me.
Yeah.
He must be listening to our show.
He watches the show. We know he does. And I tweeted to him, and I messaged him. I called him on the cell phone, hit him on the pager.
He was listening to the draft.
Yeah, he was. And
Mr. Expert is offering his services as a paid consultant, Tony. If you want me to start calling out some conference calls, I can hit you on a lunch break once a week.
We're all open to that.
We're all. Yeah.
Call us.
Yeah.
Yes, I can clear some room out of my schedule if he
wants.
Take an extra bathroom break at work. I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we get a video package. It is, of course, Scorpio Sky. That guy is talking about how, he's been a former TNT. He's been a former tag. He wants more, and he's going to show everybody how he does it. So, I mean, we're going to get either a great face run, or we're going to get a flat out just evil as shit Scorpio Sky, which I'm down with.
Seems like a face from that promo.
Oh, no, that beard. That beard to me screams heel.
Yeah.
Wasn't he sitting on the couch drinking wine? I mean, that's totally a heel move.
Yeah, if he's drinking alcohol, it's a heel shit.
You're sitting on the couch with wine, drinking from a wine glass, you're a heel.
Yeah, especially a wine glass or like a snifter where you just look like a D-bag. Like you just look like this evil D-bag. So
well, I think it'll be good for Scorpio Sky to be a heel then, because I can't see him coming back and having a successful face run.
I don't know. I mean, we've gotten a great. I mean, the first year he was in AEW, he was a face.
Yeah, but he was really relying on those.
I agree with Aaron here. He's got to be a heel.
I don't know. We shall see.
What do you think, Rich? Should he be a heel?
I think he's probably going to be a heel.
Yeah.
No, but should he be a heel?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a heel last when we saw him too. So
yeah,
because that's when he was still with old fuck boy, what's his name?
Yeah.
Dan Lambert.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've always said it's easier to be a heel.
Yeah.
And get over than it is to be a babyface to get over, because that's real charisma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a select few in this world that can get that face pop, and one of them is Cody Rhodes. I mean, he just all he has to say into the microphone is, "Hey, Nashville, what you want to talking about?" I mean, that's all he has to say, and the fans will drown him out, and he doesn't even need to say anything. He's got that face heat, you know.
And actually, I now in hindsight that it's good that he did not win the title, because they can build him up even more.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get a crescendo out of this guy that he will never be able to replicate anywhere he ever goes ever again. It's not going to happen. They are going to make him the modern day Hulk Hogan. You know, he's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always touting about America. I mean, he's got this all American look to him. So they're going to push him to the freaking moon, and it's going to be an amazing ride to watch how he leads WWE, because they haven't had anybody solid since Cena left. So, yeah, but you're right, Canada. You are absolutely.
What am I writing about again?
No, you're talking about that difficulty of getting that face heat.
Oh yeah. It's definitely hard to be an over face.
Yeah.
In this business.
Yeah, absolutely. We go to match 3. Victim number 1 is already in the ring. You might remember him as Tony Nese. Of course, he does the dorkiest heel promo I think I've ever heard in my entire life. I believe it's, according to artificial intelligence, AI, tells me it's document 3547 labeled Basic Heel 101.
Generic Rick Rude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nothing good about this guy at all. Screams that he could pull this off. So,
but he's getting the booze.
Yeah, he's getting the booze because he said, "Oh, we look at Chi-Town. You guys are fat and lazy and ugly. We're gonna do drills," and then you know that he's just going to.
I think he got more heat for saying that New York pizza was better than deep dish.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Elvis from AFW.
Yeah,
he's coming into the chat.
Yeah,
saying acknowledge me, and then just gets beat the crap out of him.
Yeah,
acknowledge me.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you cannot
shout out.
Yeah, nice shout out, Elvis. What's up, brother?
Great shout out to
you. Want to acknowledge? Here you go, buddy.
We're acknowledging you on the show, dipshit.
Like a big fan.
We'll tell him. We'll message him in the thing. Hey, go to the YouTube channel and then watch it. And he's not going to watch it. He's going to just be like nobody acknowledges.
You want to look at around minute 29, about 13 seconds. Start there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boom. You've been.
Do you remember when we said Luke Walsh could come on the show?
Yeah.
He found our secret word, and he wouldn't watch the whole show. So
yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, you want to be on the show? At some point, I'll say the secret word. The secret word is, I don't know, scallion.
What's the secret word?
Scallion. It's like an onion, but it's like,
Scallion.
Scallion. So Tony Nese is already in the ring. Miro comes out looking pretty badass. A little trimmer, a little hairier on the back, a little hairier on the chest. Like he's beginning to look like a mountain man. He's got gray in his hair, nice bushy beard. Nese slides out before they lock up. Everybody started booing. Miro tees up Nese. Nero's getting some offense, and then boom, it just kind of went away. Like he was getting this great offense, and then all of a sudden that momentum just killed him. Yeah, I was not impressed with this match at all for Miro. I thought it was I mean, Miro got the win, but at what cost? He did not look that strong because he had a weaker opponent that couldn't carry that match as a heel. That's my opinion.
Well, you thought it should have been a squish match?
I think it should have been a squish match. Absolutely. They should not have tried to make him a heel because he doesn't look like a heel. He doesn't.
No, I think he was a face.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they're just like, hey, Tony Khan's like snapping fingers going, guess what? This week, you're a heel. Next week, you're a tweener. And then the week after that, you're a face. And then we go in this vicious cycle. I mean, like, that's how
it's his first day. How do we know they're going to do
that? He's been gone a long time.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the third match of the night?
I really enjoyed seeing Miro again. And, you know, he's coming back as a face.
Yeah.
It seems that way. And you got to be a little bit of an overcomer a little bit. You got to overcome those obstacles when you're a face. You just can't come in a monster and beat the crap out of someone and call it a day. I think you got to be a little bit of an overcomer if you're going to be a face.
Yeah.
And it was an all right match because I think they needed to fill some time.
Yeah. Oh, they needed to fill some time. Pretty freaking quick, too, because that match went on way longer than it needed to be. So, yeah, Evan Expert, your thoughts on the third match?
It was okay for what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they put Miro in there with a guy that, they thought that could just kind of go easy on him a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an okay match. It was, I would have rather Miro came out and squashed him, honestly, because I think that would have been a better way to build him up after a long layoff.
Yeah.
But, it was what it was.
Yeah.
I don't think Miro wanted that. I think he wanted to have an actual match.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah. But we know everything goes to TK. Everything does. So that man knows what's going on, and he'll just make the call, you know. And they're both company guys. I mean, there's no reason why they're going to cross TK, you know. Nope, not at all. Lord, Rich. No. Yeah, I can put that as a graphic on there. No, I'm just kidding. We start driving our fans nuts. Everybody's going to start bitching and complaining because we're trying to secretly code something. It's part of the liberal agenda.
We need to figure out a way to just get no across all of our cameras.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It won't be long before we're all part of the Illuminati. So
we'll just doing a little flash on the screen. Scallions.
We can even fake them out and put Scallywag the first time.
Yeah.
And see if they figure it out.
They won't.
I like
it. I don't know. I mean, it could be scallion. The secret word could be scallion. Could be
scallion.
We already said it was scallion.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We already said it was scallion. You made me think I was going to change it now.
I made you think you're going to change it.
Y'all were influencing me in a bad way.
Bad influencer.
Oh, man. All right. Lordwood, Southwood, your thoughts on the third match of the night?
I was very happy to see Miro back. The only, in terms of like Nese getting in some stuff in it not being so much of a squash, the only way I could buy it is if I think this is Miro's first match back and he's got ring rust. Yeah. Maybe not the conditioning of someone who's in Nese's physical condition.
Yeah.
I can maybe buy that a little bit. To Canada Dry's point about it shouldn't have been a squash or whatever because faces don't do that. They did that for like 10 matches in a row with Wardlow before he won the TNT title. So AEW has shown their propensity to do that.
Well, it all depends what kind of face you want to make him, right?
Right, this is true. I still don't know where God's favorite champion, the direction he's going to go yet, but I am happy to see him back.
Yeah,
I want him to go around and just bless people, just like throwing holy water on people.
Yeah,
bless him in the super.
Like, I didn't want that. You're too bad. You are blessed.
I'll bless you with a spine buster.
Yeah. What if he did like sprinkle a little bit of holy water on them and then just super kick their head off?
Yeah,
that'd be a cool gimmick. Yeah.
That'd be a great gimmick.
His finisher move needs
to be added to the new Mortal Kombat as a fatality.
Yeah. I mean, like, just see like their head just go, but like I paid $59.99 a week to watch that because that's just
go into their head like an empty pumpkin. Just
exactly.
And I really want him to just like push the evangelism down everyone's throats.
Yeah, I mean, he can't be a baby face.
Or go up to CM Punk and be like, "Hey, do you know Jesus?"
Yeah,
exactly. I love that so much.
That would be how great of a segment would that be?
Oh, that would be hilarious. Oh man, we go to a video package about the main event.
Do you know who else was in the main event?
Who?
Jesus.
That's true.
Adam Cole wasn't on this card. What are you talking about?
Oh, Wrestling Jesus, yeah.
Wrestling Jesus, yes.
Looks like Wrestling Jesus. Wow.
They both have one. You know, Seth Rollins is the one for WWE.
Yeah. Let's be grateful that Adam Cole is no longer in WWE because if Vince McMahon is watching this show and Vince goes, "Oh, I got an idea. We're gonna crucify Adam Cole. Let's get it done." Like that's how Vince would think.
He's got Jesus eyes, like that blue, just like in the movie.
Yeah,
blue, just like
on the Undertaker's roast
at every person's home.
Yes, exactly. Man, whew. All right. Main event time. It's coming up soon, but we are going to match number 4. Woo! We get the Outcasts. They walk out. They go into the ring first, and then out comes the babiest faces of baby faces. You have the IWGP, New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champ, Willow Nightingale. But you got a hometown honey named Sky Blue coming down that ramp, and that was the loudest pop I've heard for anyone not named CM Punk.
First time she was on Dynamite, I think it was Revolution 2021.
Yeah,
they had like the Dynamite before or Dark or something like that, and she was on there, her first ever appearance, and her pop was just as loud then. Like it was ridiculous. I love it. I love it. And she got emotional. It was amazing.
Yeah, it touched, and I mean this was not a bad match in the least. So I mean, I thought for a gimmicky match like they were going to have, it was good to see the women put in the forefront and go beyond the gimmick and, played up the hometown baby face and played up your champion from a parent, from your brother promotion. Mm-hmm. Like that's like, I felt the feels like for that entire match. Like it was great to see Sky Blue get the pin. Canada Dry. You go next.
I love how every single match with the Outcasts,
the
spray paint has to be part of it. Every single match.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this shtick.
Yeah.
And today it cost them because they were spraying it, and then Willow came up and picked her up and then sprayed her own partner in the face. Yep. Have you ever got spray paint to the face, JFB?
No. I don't play
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah.
I accidentally did that to my best friend when I was a teenager. He got mad at me.
Oh,
Can you believe it? Mad at me.
Yeah,
accidentally.
Yeah, it actually, it's his list of grievances. He might be number 1 or number 2.
You spray one best friend in the face and you're a bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, then you start getting that heel pop in the neighborhood, because you're known as the spray can guy.
I left his house one time.
You start drawing that cheap heat talking about his mom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Me and him got in a fight one time. He kind of screwed me on a hockey card trade.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was it a hockey fight? Do all Canadians fight like hockey players?
Yeah. Anyways, he made me blow up. He screwed me on this hockey card trade, and I was so pissed because once the trade's done, it's done.
Yeah.
And I knew I'd been screwed, and I just left swearing his name. And his grandpa was like, "He's not a very nice boy," not knowing what his grandson had done.
Wow! Holy cow! Whew. You know where you get this burst of energy from? You get it from Dubby, for God's sakes. That's right. Seriously, we support Dubby. Now, they are an energy drink that has no sugar, no maltodextrins. There's no artificial colors, any artificial flavor, anything fake. It's pure, it's natural. But what it does is it gives you that energy when you need it without the jitters, when you're not jittering all the time. So all you need to do is go to w.gg, type in our code FN Wrestling, and get 10% off of your entire order. w.gg, use our code FN Wrestling, and you will get yourself 10% off of your entire order on W. So, because we're all on W right now. We're
on W?
Yeah, we're on W. Yeah,
we're on W, man.
Yeah, we're totally on
W hard.
Yeah.
Kids say these days, man.
I have a question. Since you're an expert, Mr. Eyesiks, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Where do I buy some maltodextrin? Just some nice maltodextrin.
I'm sure there's probably a good generic version of it somewhere in a capsule, probably in a Mexican supermarket.
Yeah.
What does it do?
It's probably some kind of preservative, I would imagine.
Or sweetener.
Is it a sweetener? Is that what it is?
No, maybe not. No, it's something. I don't know.
It is something. We promise you that.
It is something.
I figure it's a preservative.
No, it's something.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll reveal what that word is because
we have gotten to the bottom of this. It's something.
Yeah.
Usually any kind of dextrin, I imagine, is like a preservative of some
sort. Yeah.
Case closed. Yeah. It's something.
Yeah, it's something, all right. Wow. All right. Effing Wrestling. Back to wrestling. Effing Expert, your thoughts on the fourth match of the night.
I thought this was a really good match.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I kind of thought going into it was going to suck, but it was really good. Sky Blue, this was kind of like her coming out party here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she put on a hell of a match. Like, she was really going hard. Obviously, she's the hometown girl. She looked very impressive. Her timing was great.
Yeah.
Her energy was awesome. She looked fantastic in there. Willow looked great. The heels were good at what they were doing as well. This was a very solid match, man. I really liked it a lot. I was surprised.
Well, this is 2 big wins for Sky Blue then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 huge wins. Like,
very
someone
impressive.
thinks she's ready for the run.
I'm digging her push. I like it.
All right. Superstar Rich Southwood.
So, as I said with the last match, if you remove the main event from this card,
the
Idolo match was the best match. This match was the match I had the most fun watching.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love the spots with Mama Blue.
Yeah.
And her smacking the crap out of the Outcast. That was amazing.
Yes.
I thought that was great. I thought that Sky Blue, she's getting a lot better at like her facial expressions and selling and stuff like that. It looked really good. Everything was put together tonight. I thought that Ruby and Tony were exceptional in their roles tonight. I want to give a lot of praise to Willow because she put all the shine on Sky the whole match. She opened the road for her as a champion. Everything, dude. I just loved it all the way around. I thought it was so refreshing to see how good of a match and everything around it was.
Yeah.
Superstar. You know what?
Yeah. But
I can't wait for a Sky Blue heel run.
Ooh.
This could be good.
Sky Dark Blue.
Dark blue.
Yeah.
Blue,
Sky Navy.
I could see some nastiness coming from this little sweet little package.
Mm-hmm.
Give her some time though. Let her season a little bit first.
Yeah. But in all honesty, though, the look she gives sometimes when she's wrestling, when she's celebrating, is very heelish. It has a heel feel to it. Like she's almost like, I'm so above this.
Sometime
Like,
in the future.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
And I think what they're doing is they're going to do a slow build and they're going to see which way they want to go. And
oh, yeah, you could see her maybe turn on Willow eventually.
I would say, yeah, that would be, if you were going to make a heel turn, that would be the opportunity to do it.
Well, like, think about it. We'll just talk about Willow for a sec, a little bit more. So if you're going to build her up like this, the perfect way to get her even higher would be a heel turn.
Oh, yeah.
Like, get her a few more big wins and then just turn her right evil.
Yeah. Just yank the wheel and let it. I have no disagreement with that at all. At all. Not at all. So we go from that match. Ricky Starks has a video promo, and Ricky Starks reveals that he is in the Owen Hart tournament. And then, as Ricky Starks once proclaimed he was going to be champion, Ricky Starks says he's going to be the champion. I'm now torn. Who can be the real champion in all of this?
I feel like the obvious main event now is going to be Powerhouse versus Ricky Starks since they have a history.
Yeah.
And they were the first to announce and they made a big deal about it.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We get man, every time he shows up on TV, all I can think of is JEFF, JARRETT. That's right. Jeff Jarrett video package reveals that he is going to go for a match next week against Mark Briscoe and calls it, and it's going to be a concession stand match.
Yes.
Which
I smell the popcorn
and guess what? Mr. Main Event will be there live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because here's the deal. Jerry Jarrett, no matter how often people goof on this guy, that was Jerry Jarrett who came up with the concession stand. Yep. He's the one who came up with almost doing Forbidden Door in reality and getting another promotion to do cross promotion stuff. Like, this guy was leaps and bounds beyond how he's considered to be today.
You know, Jeff Jarrett, now that I realize it, he's probably got his fingers in that Sky Blue match too, and some of the stuff the Outcasts are doing. Yeah. Because it feels very much like what he's doing with the Briscoes and all that.
Before you said the word match, I was like, where is he going with this?
There's a tape. That tape's got stuff on it.
This is a family show.
Oh, sorry. Anyways, kids, go back to bed. You shouldn't be up.
After dark.
After dark.
We go from Jeff Jarrett to Tony Schiavone.
Have you guys heard about Jesus?
Perfect segue.
On Collision After Dark, perhaps?
Yeah. Schiavone is out there. Out come the Acclaim. They do a really good rap. His raps are always awesome. We get a collision.
That rap was horrible. That was the worst rap he's ever done.
I thought it was really good. I liked the Trump joke at the end. I thought it was
bland.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay. No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. The only thing I'm going to say is, Tony Schiavone, he got scissored. They included him in the scissoring.
It was awesome.
It was great. I love funny, goofy Tony Schiavone. I don't like super serious Tony Schiavone as much as I like that goofy, oh, gosh darn, that's the personality. That's how I want to see Tony Schiavone. So we go to, Canada Dry, your thoughts on the promo.
This whole Acclaim thing was the weakest part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
really, you're coming out for an interview and you got nothing to say?
Yeah.
It was weak.
Yeah. Okay. F an expert.
Yeah, I agree. This was very, very weak. It was so short, and it was weird that like like Bowens was like, basically they had just come out and said something about scissoring, and then like in conclusion, it's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, this is already over.
Yeah.
Like this is just one of those things that they do just to put a hot act out in front of the crowd to get everybody to cheer and get everybody to do the scissor and then go buy the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like at the Dynamite I went to back in January, the Acclaim were not on the card, but they came out at the very end of the show to help a guy propose to somebody. So it's like they're the ones that are kind of the go-to guys to just stick out in front of the crowd just to kind of hype them up a little bit and fill some time.
Someone's got to do some writing for them, because that's like, if you had some funny shit in there, it might have been okay. But
that was bland. That was very bland.
It was very bland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord Rich, your thoughts?
I mean, it happened. I didn't think the rap was as bad as Canada Dry does. I thought it was pretty awesome. But the best part was Tony Schiavone being a part of the scissor.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. That's a take-home moment. That's a take-home moment.
I do have a question here, and it kind of pertains a little bit to the main event too. But why did both Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross have hoarse voices? It's like they both like had raspy, hoarse voices. Like they both went out to dinner together, and like they both yelled at the waitress equally.
Was there like a fight between Schiavone and JR? And they were yelling at each other.
Maybe they
and
it
ended with Schiavone popping him one.
But if you notice, Schiavone was hoarse and JR was hoarse.
Oh, JR could barely talk.
Yeah, I mean, Schiavone had a hoarse voice whenever he did their intro.
Something went down, maybe between the two. We don't know. We'll never know. It's a mystery. But
well, I mean, JR had the fall today. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe there's something else. But something that I forgot to point out, or I forgot to ask, did anyone else hear her goof up and call Buddy Matthews Buddy Murphy on the entrance?
Yep.
I was like, wow.
The announcer said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she was into it to be with him at that time.
Hey, when you do your wife's finishing move, yeah, whatever. You can call him Buddy Murphy. He knows where his bread is buttered. He's getting all these wrestling fans going, "Oh my God, he's doing her move. He's such a thief. Why did he do that?" And then it's the other side. It's like, "Oh look, he's copying her. We're better." And that's all it is. It's just they're just doing it just to piss off the internet wrestling community.
I know, right?
I saw it.
They're just to get a reaction out of us. That's all.
They're getting it.
Yeah, do it as a tribute to their badass spouses.
Yeah. Okay. We go to Bullet Club. That includes only 2 members at this moment that we know of. We get Jay White. We get a suavely decorated soft serve Soda Jones, because I'm not going to use his real name. I'm going to give him those flowers. And then we get Samoa Joe, the only non-wrestling family dynasty person from Samoa Wrestling, because everybody's related except for Joe.
Yeah.
He's the bastard of the bloodline.
Who has Samoa literally in his name, and he's the one outcast.
He's the one outcast, yeah. Nobody else plays.
That's why he calls out Samoa. He's like, I fit. See, guys?
Yeah, see? I'm just like you.
Well, he also doesn't have like the tribal tattoo thing going on either.
That's true. Yeah. So out comes FTR first. Whew. I love that theme music. And I love that old school theme music. And I love that old school entrance. And I love that old school babyface aura that they give off. And then they both turn to the side and they didn't say anything. They're just pointing. And of course, CM Punk comes out in his hoodie. Bang. It's clobbering time. They walk down to the ring. Biggest pop I think I've ever heard. And I think it was bigger than the pop he got his first wrestling match. I think that's the best pop he's ever had. This crowd is on fire. I mean, they are literally on fire. I love the fact that this was a slow burn.
Yeah.
It needed to be until it got to the end, because everybody killed it. I can't say one bad thing about anything in the match, other than it was really good to see CM Punk being CM Punk in the ring and not being a guy who's pretending to be CM Punk. I'd rather see him at 100% doing some of these moves than I would 80%. You know, if he's not ready, let him talk, and then get to the point where he can wrestle. But he looked freaking fantastic, and I think, in all honesty, Samoa Joe has probably one of the best submission finishers in wrestling. That coquina clutch is a beast. Canada Dry, you go first, my friend.
Do you want me to wax poetically?
Oh, yes.
You know the best pop that you three have ever had? Me, Canada Dry. I'm the best pop you've ever had.
That's damn right. Damn right.
Alcoholic
this
or
match
non?
was just so. It was just. I was a kid again watching this.
Yeah.
Just like, I just felt like I was a kid again, and you're just waiting for that tag. Is he going to be able to make the tag? Then he comes in, beating the crap out of everyone. Oh my goodness! Just reminded me of that anticipation. And then the part I really like was the Samoa Joe with the sleeper.
Yeah.
Both FTR were outside the ring. They couldn't get in.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, you really believe that he would lose his first match.
Yeah.
That's why you love professional wrestling, right there.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's that moment where you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Your hero finds a way.
Yeah. And for two guys that are super close in terms of being friends, it's good to see that him and Joe can just do heel and face wrestling like that.
I think it's even better when you're with your friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
because you trust that person completely.
Yeah,
and you guys can just have good work.
Yeah, and here's the thing: the Chicago fans know about that rivalry, but most of America doesn't. And for them to say Samoa Joe, okay, and CM Punk have had this amazing rivalry since 2004, and they weaved you a story to explain why people who are booing Samoa Joe, not because he's Samoa Joe, but because not because he's a heel, but because he's Samoa Joe. Like, I think it was done beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it when they do that. You can keep going if you want.
Well, no, let's get the experts' thoughts.
As an expert, you go.
I absolutely love this match. Loved it. I thought it was great. Brilliant. It did kind of have a slow start, and I was like, this is kind of getting draggy. I don't know if this is going to be very good. But then it kicked in the high gear.
Yeah.
And to me, the most impressive person in this whole match was Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, he was laying it on thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those chops and those strikes. I mean, his looks, his mannerisms, like he was popping.
Yeah.
Very much so. I love the Bret Hart tribute pants.
Yeah.
I love that. I loved it too.
This was just an all-around great match, man. And I don't get wrapped up in the tropes of, oh, he might lose, but we all know he's not gonna. I legitimately thought that they were gonna call it, and Samoa Joe was gonna get a submission win.
Yeah,
because they made it look that way.
Yeah,
and that's beautiful. That's when wrestling is beautiful, when you get
masterful storytelling. I love this match. Great match.
Absolutely. You hear that, Tony Khan? Amazing match. Lord Rich Southwood.
This match was fantastic. It's something that I noticed if you talk from like a booking or a production standpoint, a half-hour match started Dynamite and an almost half-hour match closed Collision.
Yeah.
And you had your current champion in the beginning, and at the end match, the champion who claims he's still champion because he never got beat.
Yep.
So I think that was pretty cool in terms of the storytelling and a story together.
Yeah.
But that's an outside. But yeah, I thought that the match was great. Samoa Joe was definitely a killer. Like you could even tell in the picture in picture, he was just like beaten down on either Cash or Dax, whoever happened to be in the ring at that time, and it was awesome. But you had to have him be that to counteract what Punk was bringing. Like you had to have someone willing to go that far, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Could not agree more. Man, that was very well said. Because I mean, there's a brilliance to this match, an absolute brilliance to it. So, well, we're running out of time, boys and girls, and so
but you know what I love, JP?
What? Tell me.
I love the opportunity to see more wrestlers every night. Tony Khan, is that you? You're hiring us? Is that what you're saying?
He's trying to call through.
But yeah, the opportunity to see all the different superstars make their mark in AEW. I'm excited for that. Like, it really just levels up AEW and makes Saturdays feel special again.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't.
That big fight feel tonight. It did.
Yeah. I mean, overall. I mean, let's do number of bells, and because that's how we play. So, number of bells and your favorite match and segment.
I'm going to go with my favorite match being Andrade and Buddy Matthews.
Yeah,
they did a great job. My favorite segment, wasn't really, I guess, CM Punk at the beginning.
Yeah, there's only like 2 segments.
Yes, and I'm going to give this 5 bells.
Okay.
And who's our math guy? Do you know math, Mr. Eyesiks?
I am not a mathematician. I'm a historian.
I can add if we keep it simple here. Don't start screwballing the JFB because he's going to look stupid.
Wonky numbers.
No 0.63 of a bell.
Don't go 4.37, 10, 105, and then I have to start.
You can go a 0.5 as far as
give it pi bells.
Effing expert, my God. Favorite match and segment, and then
I've been doing these reviews with you guys for quite a while. Yeah, I've never given a score this high. I'm giving it 4 bells.
Okay,
and that's favorite a 5. Match, that translates to a 5 in economy.
Yeah,
because I score lower than the rest of you guys. This is how I usually do it, but this one really impressed the hell out of me. 4 bells. The main event was my favorite. Punk segment to open the show was my favorite segment.
Okay,
I love the look of this show. I love the feel of it. I love the style of it. This is going to be better than Dynamite moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you're going to really challenge Dynamite to be better too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Rich Southwood, your thoughts and your score and favorite match or segment?
I don't think I've ever done this, but I am giving it 5 bells.
Yeah.
Perfect score for me. I think for a first show, this is exactly what you want to do. I think these are the type of matches you want to show. I think that this is the type of product you want to show to the people at Warner Brothers Discovery that just greenlit this. I think that Chicago was the perfect place because that crowd's always on fire. So it makes your premiere show look good. I loved everything about this. My favorite match is the women's tag match. Okay. That's going to be my favorite and favorite segment, CM Punk in the beginning.
Okay. Wow, we kind of. I thought everybody was going to go main event, so you guys all threw me for a loop.
I knew. To me, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
When you have those names, that's to be expected. So the Andrade and like the women's tag match. Those were surprises for me.
Yeah.
Those are positive surprises. So, and like the pop that Sky Blue got is second to none to CM Punk.
Yeah.
So, that's my favorite.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. I love the production value. The camera work was not that good. They were missing spots, but I guarantee you this is not the A crew. The A show is always going to be Dynamite. This is going to be that B show, and that's going to be.
I don't know. That's going to be for long.
It's going to be the little B show that everybody goes to watch and pulls better ratings, but
B
still
for better.
the B show. Yeah, yeah.
He already thinks it's better. That's for sure.
Oh, it is. It's going to be remarkably better, but I mean, my favorite match. I want to go main event. I want to go Punk being in Chicago because it puts that warm, fuzzy feeling. It's no different than, it's slightly different than Cena in Boston. He would always get a huge pop because, he's a around the block from Boston kind of guy. So, but I'm going to go with Andrade and Buddy Matthews. I thought it was an amazing match. It showcased their talent. This isn't the guy in House of Black. This isn't the guy in Los Ingobernables. These are just two guys that are going to put on a performance. Everything else rocked. My favorite segment was Punk coming out and just taking a dig at the Bucks, knowing that, I'm still CM Punk, I like that heelish Punk, when he's like, oh, look what I can get away with, blah, 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 So, yeah, I'm going to give it 5 bells. I'm going to give it 5 bells. You have to differentiate and continue stories and on the Saturday show, and they're going to do it marvelously. So 5 stars, 5 bells all the way. So 4.5 is our average.
Yeah.
What did we get last time? 4?
Yeah.
On Dynamite?
Yeah.
And then we got 4.5? Wow.
Yeah. They're telling fantastic stories. And they're doing it the right way, because you have a premiere show and in the wrestling business, you have to assume that the person didn't watch last week. So you have to be new and exciting like all the freaking time.
They're killing it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even Rampage was good and exciting last night.
Rampage was good.
And I kind of, am 1 foot in, 1 foot out on Rampage most weeks, but
yeah,
I thought it was great last night.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was absolute. I mean, it's a great way to start a show.
Before with the 4-way match, the women's 4-way match was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Yeah, they've had a couple of straight bangers on there.
Yeah,
this week and last week.
Yep, absolutely.
Tony Khan, he almost like he ramps it up to big events. He'll push Rampage harder.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's really helping that he's bringing in all these extra creative minds to help him out now.
Yeah.
Like, a year ago, it was just Tony.
Yeah.
Now it's like Danielson's helping out. And I think they just hired Kevin Matthews. I saw he's helping out, and Pat Buck. And, he's surrounding himself with good wrestling minds now.
Yeah.
Jericho's piping in there as well.
Oh yeah, Jericho's on there, but Jimmy Jacobs. I mean, they hired him as a producer, and the
show is remarkably better now than it was.
Well, and they got Mike Mansouri too a while back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, they're getting smart people,
and I really think it really started with that cage match.
Yeah,
that's when it really, really hit its stride.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited. I'm seeing good things. I like it.
Yeah. So 4.5 is our average. Can't beat it. I mean, you can only go up by half a point, by 50 points, 0.50, but,
They'll get me there eventually.
Yeah. We'll see, it's bright, it's new, it's shiny. Let's see what it looks like next week. And
CM Punk will ride out on a lion. The Acclaimed will get actual scissors and scissor each other, and then he'll give it like 5 bells.
Arn Anderson will get scared because he thinks Sid came back.
An actual Glock.
Oh man! Yeah, I love it.
And then Sid does come out.
Yeah, and then Sid comes out, but wait,
coming out would be so.
He
funny.
comes out to play.
Sid would not come out, and here's the reason why.
I was gonna say, Evan Expert, yes.
He's not going to come out because it's softball season.
He's going to come out with a bat and glove.
He ain't coming nowhere.
Yet?
The smell of icy hot will fill the arena.
He ain't wrestling today, folks. Sorry, it's softball season. He's going to go play softball.
Man that you are.
It's because I only work half the year. Anyways, yeah, so it's almost summertime, so it's softball.
They should have just made him come out with a bat and softball and just be like swinging out into the crowd.
Oh my god! Because you know why? It would have been nice because the insider guys would have just been like, "See, because back then you didn't even have internet, so I mean, like, you know, you can have them like going, oh yeah." They know
he's nailing these big Nerf looking balls that are looking like real softballs, but he's nailing them all into the crowd.
What if he wanted to like throw a ball into the ring to give to the heel, and he did the little underthrow like they do in softball?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he just nails it to him, boom, smashes him in the head.
One pitch.
Oh man. I'm telling you, Sid Vicious. Oh, my God.
You know, we have the minds to write some of this. We should be.
Oh yeah, Tony Khan. We have 4
Tony Khan. We're gonna have our own promotion one day.
Yeah, and here's the deal, dude. Here's the deal. We're at a point.
Live in Illinois, in your home state. I'm not that far away. Just holler at your boy.
Yeah, I mean, put us on the payroll. Occasionally, when things start drying up, you give us a ring. We basically jumpstart the universe is what we're going to do. Punk's going to be a good guy, but he's going to have blonde hair. And, like, you know, we're going to come up with these really crazy things and tell him next week we're going to tune in. And by God, it's going to be on there. Because we write good stuff.
We're going to start seeing Punk in the Spartacus, like what was it? Bill Hurd wanted to do that with Ric Flair.
Yes. Yep. Oh, man.
My favorite is still when Bret Hart was so bored in WCW, he's like, what if I had brought my cat with me to the ring?
Yeah.
And then after the match, I pull out a fake cat that has a brick in it.
Yeah.
And I nail my opponent with the cat. And then me and the cat are celebrating at the end.
Yeah.
That was the best thing I ever. That would have been so cool.
If he'd pitched that during the Russo era, he would have been like, "That's gold, bro."
Brother, I'm telling you, this is where we define you as a man, bro.
I just need Bret Hart and a cat. That's all I.
Oh my God, I would have paid. You know what? They could have charged for weekly access to TBS and TNT, and I probably would have watched that. Just to see.
We need to make a cartoon with Bret doing that. Yeah. We need to make a Bret cartoon in a match with the cat.
I think I might be able. I might know some things.
Teddy Hart used to actually come to the ring with cats.
Who?
Teddy Hart did.
Yeah, Teddy Hart came.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He actually had cats that would participate in his entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see these things.
Yeah. He's well known for his love of cats. Like he's got like 30 or
the Hart family
in general. They're big into cats.
Yeah.
The Hart family is in love. They love cats.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all know about Stu flipping cat turds in the pancakes. So, oh man,
it's the chicken wings that he put in using the cat turd special.
That's right.
Here, have some chicken wings.
Oh man,
it's just a little additional garnish.
Yeah, Stu is
just good Canadian garnish.
Would you turn, like, if Stu Hart offered you chicken wings, would you turn them down?
Oh no!
Even though there's cat turd in there, you eat.
I don't care.
It's freaking Stu Hart.
Yeah, it's Stu Hart. I mean, if he told me that he's going to snuff his cigar out on my crotch, I'd let him do it.
Okay,
Stu Hart, let's do it, bro.
This is a great finishing move.
It's getting real here on After Dark.
Let's plug Sunday. What are we doing?
Yes,
Sunday,
we got the round table tomorrow. We're doing it at 1 Eastern tomorrow.
Yep.
That's 10 Pacific time. We're going to have some great topics, and we're going to have a lot of fun like we did tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of shenanigans are going to be abound, my friends.
And we're getting the Rich Southwood joke of the week.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm ready. I'm excited.
It's on the way.
And you know what I like about this the most?
What's that?
I don't have to go around looking for people for jokes. Please tell me a joke, please. Please, lady, tell me a joke.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that no more.
No, that's true. No more carrier pigeons. We can retire the pigeons finally. Thank God.
I got my joke
source, baby.
Man, oh man. So tune in Sunday on behalf of Canada Dry, the effing expert, Mr. Eyesiks, superstar Lord Rich Southwood. I am the JFB.
And I'm Canada Dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. No, you're supposed to say, always keep fighting.
His words have ran dry.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to say that.
Yeah.
I say that.
All the time.
I've never
He's Canadian and his
I've
words
never said that ever. I remember to just keep fighting.
Yeah, Charlie.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.